Hello and welcome, Jose here from LuoVita, and this is the second part of how to discover your path and destiny. So, if you are new here, this is a podcast about lifestyle attitude, blogging and online venture. And I was doing this every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, but from now on, for now, I will make more in-depth episodes and just do it on Tuesday and Saturday. So let's go on with our part about our path and destiny. I divided this on several parts, and the first one is making goals and sticking to them. So imagine you have your life all figured out, or you have at least. The next thing that you need to do is to set your goals and learn how to stick to them. That's very important. Most people, when setting their goals, imagine a simple and straight path, forwards, like a linear stuff towards their destination. But again, as from first-hand experience, it's not really that way, and it's almost never ever linear and clear, at least clear, never. This path about achieving goals has a lot of obstacles, and experiencing to find a linear or expecting to find this linear and straight path will derail you even before you start. But if you anticipate obstacles as you know they will happen, this will help you in conquering them more easily, and more easily even than you have expected. So when we talk about goals, we talk about forgetting your doubts and never overthink stuff. Believe me, trust your gut feeling, as we said before. Once you have a set plan on which you want to work on, sticking to it, it's not easy, because there are moments when doubt starts creeping in, and then you have the change in behavior, and ironically also this change is what will derail you, will derail this whole planning you did. So doubts can sometimes also have its good sides, because they will make you think twice before continuing the things that you were going to do. But you need to remember that the right place and time for doubts is only during when you are planning, the planning stage. Because when you are in the middle of taking action, these doubts no longer have their place. And once, that means choose your path and then make sure that you follow through it until you reach your success or a predetermined evaluation point. What I mean with this is the point where you reevaluate and restructure. From my experience, what I also experience a lot of time is restructuring. We go. After a while, we just stop and think, no, I must restructure everything, but be careful, we will going to talk about this a little bit later on. Don't get so much distracted that you just start something new and let it fall. For this, what you need to do is put aside some resources, and I think the most common excuses that people have when they fail to do something they should be doing include, for example, lack of energy, lack of time, and of course, lack of money. And sources like these are not endless, and once they have not been, for example, planned out sufficiently, you can expect to run out of them, out of time, or out of money, out of energy, And when you make goals, you must really determine the one that has more chances of becoming your excuse, and search for example for a way so it doesn't just hinder your path. So create a schedule, for example, and do things that are most important first, and set aside funds. And we talked about this before, but you must define your priorities and resist to these shiny objects. And when I mean shiny objects, it's everything from ideas to physical stuff to everything is shiny object, can be a shiny object. It's what I call more the distraction, and even if it seems like useful, but be careful. In life, even after you have set all your goals, and even after you become determined to reach them, there will always come a time when your priorities suddenly take a shift. And for example, there was probably one time when your goal was the most important and the most essential thing to you, but then some unexpected incidents arrived and this goal becomes completely abandoned because you dealt with a new or your latest difficulty. But the $1 million question here is, was it all worth it? How many chances did you lose when you stopped persisting? Did you ever wish to go back and continue it instead? So make sure you weigh these things properly. But as I said before, forget your doubts and never overthink. Okay? So make sure you weigh these things properly in order for you not to feel any regrets in the end. I mean, it's not assured that you didn't or you won't feel some regrets, but don't overthink it. Stay right on track and reaffirm these habits. And to reach and stick to your goals, your habits play a very important role. And of course, it's true that the easiest ways of accomplishing something is something at least that requires effort for a certain time of period is through creating a behavioral routine. And this is to help you reach your goals. But we know if certain situations arises, this momentum can get disrupted. So when this arrives, start from the very beginning. First, change your emotions before changing your behavior. Revive your original motivation. I mean the one that pushed you to setting that particular goal, the purpose. Then proceed to re-establishing your habits. So get in this routine again. So how does it work, living on purpose? There is one expression from Ralph Waldo Emerson that says, the purpose of life is not to be happy, is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference, that you have lived your life and lived it well. So, have you reached that point when confusions, yearnings, emptiness, depression, all this lacking feeling, all emerge together? I reached that point. And it was a couple of years ago, and then I realized I need to change. And when you reach this point, and even worse, is when they present themselves during those times when all feels like the whole world is on your shoulders. So how does something like this happen? I thought about it, and there is a pattern. So the simple things is just like getting out your bed, for example, each morning, and that it feels heavy, and life joys, for example, such as making new friends and spending time with your family, become unsatisfying. Things feel hard, heavy, to the point that are not really manageable. But before you crumble on your feet now, you need to know that there is still and is always a way for your life to transform. And that is by learning how to live on purpose. So until now, we got through and you learned about the basics of living on purpose. Knowing how you want your life to look like and how you should make and stick to your goals. But you will get to know how to live on purpose really works. So before anything else, you need first to know the different types. When you live a practical life of purpose, there is what I called a macro and level, and a micro level. For the micro level, the little level purpose, this is when you know all your values and you start integrating with them. And once you know what it is really that you stand for, that you do whatever it takes or believe in it, your sense of self-worth and confidence will also skyrocket, even through the situation sometimes suck. But it's only a small aspect of living on purpose. If we go to the macro level, the big, this is an entirely different thing. This is like the larger picture. This is when you search for your meaning. This is your ultimate goal. This is when you wake up every morning knowing that you are on this path where you want to be. And no matter what others may say, you know how to live on purpose. You need to know the missing piece that will complete this puzzle. And you may wondering, what is this piece? Well, for example, it is like discovering that your ultimate purpose is to give, not to get. And everyone, knows better for themselves and for their lives, but purpose, such as happiness and success, is sometimes counterintuitive. So you must never ever aim at success as a purpose and consider it your target, because you have more chances and a lot of chances that it will actually, and that you will miss it. Success such as happiness is not something to be pursued, believe me. And this is where almost everyone gets it wrong. It's not success. Success is not happiness that need to be pursued. This is simple. This is something that just happens. Happiness as a success happens. It is not something that you must be pursuing. That's why I see people getting into everything, and they're just searching and thinking, for example, that something physical, something they bought, something they invested will just be happiness. No, it's not happiness. So, if you want money, help others, for example, make money. If you want others to love you, love others first. And once you have done this, once you have become of service to others, this is when everything comes together. And you finally find yourself. When you finally know that living on purpose is really all about. And for this, you must get in this mindset, in the right mindset. So, having a right mindset is very powerful and important for you. And it's important because it will give you this power to live your life on purpose. So, how do you get in this right mindset? And the simple answer is, you just need to be positive. And if you will be asked to listen to all your thoughts, are you going to say that the majority of them are negative or positive? So there are things you have to know. first, because this is very shocking. And the most destructive source of all negativity in your life is yourself. I will repeat this again. The most destructive source of all negativities in your life is yourself. Most people are being bombarded, and we all are bombarded with different negative thoughts. And the truth is, thinking in this negative way is much easier than thinking on a positive way. Simply because every single day we are getting a lot of negative messages, both externally and internally, and they come through the media. The real problems start once your mind accepts these negative thoughts and situations as a truth, because then you focus on your problems and spend a lot of hours each day predicting bad news for yourself, and this will then generate worry, confusion, sorrow, fear. So, in reality, thinking positively does not really call for more effort. It's not harder than feeling negative. You can have all the negative message filtered out by simply focusing on those positive things in life. And the first step you need to take is to have positive thoughts. And the first step is to really replace these negative ones and make the decision to do so. You must make this decision. Replace everything negative by positive. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but once you are constantly reminded of the benefits that will come with this in your life. So when you have this positive mindset, the whole world will become so much better. I mean, your world will become so much better. Positive thoughts serves as a solid shield that will protect your dreams and yourself from all these negative things around you. So in addition, positive thinking also makes you feel better, and physically and mentally. So to get in this right positive mindset and attitude, you need to be confident and self-confident. Focus on your positive aspects. Focus on everything that's positive. Know your exceptional strength. Everyone has exceptional strength. Determine the things that you have successfully accomplished. Remind yourself of the situations. Be confident and aware that change will help you grow, and it will help you in boosting your self-esteem. So, and finally, believe that you can really make the change that you so desire. Because handling problems can be easier when you do not give negative thoughts a chance of taking control over yourself. And know you feel that you are going towards life. Make sure that you have a positive expectations each day. And I mean, in your life and as this whole, come up with healthier decisions by looking at this bigger picture, this macro picture we talked about. And lastly, be passionate. Be passionate about the goals that you have in life. They are your goals. Nobody can take this away. Let them serve you as your encouragement and preserving other over these obstacles. And this determination to meet a goal, small or big, can strengthen your self-esteem and confidence. And getting in this right mindset might not be easy, of course, but when you surround yourself with only the positive thoughts, even the most negative things that life throws your way will never knock you down, whatever happens. So take time in reflecting things and be always on the outlook for brand new chances. Learn these lessons that you need to learn and take the step forward with more confidence. And if you need help, we have this life experience course that's very helpful. In the first part you have this personal development part where you will search for yourself. Be yourself. You must know who you are and what you want before you can do anything in life. And this is also as you know, first-hand experience I had a couple of years ago. So visit us on our website LuoVita.com. We are in social media like Facebook also, and interact with us, and we have resources, and we create new resources all the time that helps you live your real life, the life that you're meant to be, the life that everybody deserves. And as I said before, these episodes now are on Tuesday and Saturday, a little more in depth. That's why I don't do this 3 times a week. It's really too much. So the next time we go over the last part in this how to discover this path and destiny section. And I just want you to take care of yourself. Be yourself and believe in yourself. So thank you for being present and take care.